Hey everyone, Shaun Stevenson here, author of the Throne series, and today I am doing the BookBuds book tag. BookBuds is a channel that is so much fun. If you love books and you love just laughing and smiling and having a good time, the BookBuds are where it's at. I love watching their videos because I always just leave feeling so much lighter and happier and just smiling ear to ear, that kind of a thing. So if you like that kind of positivity, which hello, I love that kind of positivity, then go check out the BookBuds channel. So this is their BookBuds book tag. So here we go. Number 1, you're stuck on a deserted island and can only bring one booktuber bud, but all their books would come with them. Who do you want to be stuck with? Well, for me, this is an easy question. I would definitely, if all their books could come with them, I totally choose Cameron Chaney from Library Macabre because his whole library would come with him, and there's so many awesome books in that library, and I would love to check it out and read all those different books. So that's an easy question for me. If you've never watched Cameron Chaney's channel, he does a lot of different videos of book hauls and book collections and different kinds of books, and he does a lot of horror books too, so he's definitely a lot of fun to watch. He has a really awesome library, so go check it out. Number 2, you accidentally rob a bookstore with a booktuber bud by walking out with 100 books. You spend a year behind bars with them, but now you can read and do videos together. Who do you get locked up with? This was tough because there's a lot of amazing people that I thought, oh, that would be really fun to do videos with them. But I chose out of them all Zach from Shadyside Library because we read a lot of similar books, and I would love to start reading some of the other books that he reads. Like, he reads a lot of Stephen King and some other things. I've only ever read one Stephen King book. I read the first book in the Dark Tower series, but I have not read any others yet. And it was an interesting book. I'd be curious to read more, but it would be fun to do videos with Zach, so that's who I chose. Number 3, you magically get trapped in a murder mystery you're reading. Another booktuber bud joins you to solve the mystery. Who do you want to join you? Okay, so I just found this person's channel and I'm loving it. It's so much fun. So I chose Tiffany for this one from the Beach Bum Bookworm channel, and Tiffany reads all the cozy mysteries. So I love reading Murder, She Wrote books. It's like one of the adult books that I like to read, that series. And so I love reading those. And Tiffany's actually doing a Murder, She Wrote readathon right now that I'm part of, and it's so much fun. I'm loving it. So Tiffany would totally be the one I would choose. Go check out Tiffany's channel if you like reading mysteries, if you like cozy mystery, if you like Murder, She Wrote. All those sorts of things are on Tiffany's channel, so go check it out. Number 4, you magically get trapped in a fantasy novel fighting dragons and casting spells. Which booktuber bud do you choose to bring in with you to save the day? So for this, I chose Ashley from Spooky Little Book Nerd. Ashley reads a lot of fantasy and horror and those sorts of books, and so I think Ashley would be the one to save the day, honestly. Ashley, if you haven't watched Ashley's channel, she has like this really awesome board game that she does for all of her TBRs, and it's so awesome. I love it. So definitely go check out Ashley's channel if you like some horror books, a little bit of fantasy here and there. That would be the person to save the day for sure. Number 5. You are stuck in a cloud of sadness, hitting a reading funk, and feeling totally uninspired. Which booktuber bud can pick you up with their positivity? Well, maybe this was a little bit of a spoiler, but I totally choose Joe and Mary from BookBuds. I'm not joking. Every time I watch one of their videos, I just come away laughing and smiling and having such a good time. So they would definitely be the ones to pull me out of a sadness cloud or a book reading funk. They would be the ones. So Joe and Mary from the BookBuds. If you haven't watched their channel, the BookBuds, they do like reviews of different books. They do a lot of book tags that are super fun. So you hear about a lot of different kinds of books, different books you might not have heard of before, different genres. They do a lot of different genres, actually. I think I've seen just about every genre you can think of. So Joe and Mary from the BookBuds is where it's at. Number 6. Your arms are in a cast for 2 months and a booktuber bud is going to edit all your videos for you. Who edits them and why? So this one took me a while to think about. And there were a couple different booktubers I was thinking of, and then I landed on one of them, and that is the Midnight Chronicler. If you have not watched the Midnight Chronicler's booktube channel, it's so fun. The Midnight Chronicler, he does like a lot of different book reviews of horror books, Goosebumps books, all different kinds of things. And he does some sketches and things at the beginning of his videos that are really fun. He has some fun editing things, like the beginning of his channel. I know this is a little bit of a spoiler, but the beginning of his channel is always like this kind of play on Are You Afraid of the Dark? And it's just it's really awesome, like how it was done. So I really love his videos. Also, it's very mysterious. Like he never shows his face and all these kinds of things. So it's a lot of fun to watch those different videos and just to see the different books that he's talking about. And his editing is a lot of fun too. So I would definitely choose the Midnight Chronicler. Number 7. You press a button and instantly have read all the books that a booktuber bud has already read. Which bud would you pick and why? Okay, so I had to cheat on this one because I chose 2 because I thought, oh, both of them have read a lot of fun books that I wish I have read all of them of, and I'm slowly reading, but it would be so fun to have read them all. And so the 2 that I chose was, first, Brandon from Mr. Mortman's library. Brandon reads a lot of Goosebumps and middle grade books, like the stuff I love to read all the time. So he reads a ton of those kinds of books, and so he's read a bunch of them, like a lot of the Shivers books and Bone Chillers and all those things. So definitely go check out his channel if you haven't watched any. He does reviews of all the different books. They're nice because they're like 6 minutes to 8 minutes usually long. They're not super long book reviews. They get you in and out and you're like having a good time learning about the book and his experience with it. So they're great little reviews. The other channel that I chose was Austin from Monster Blood because he's also read a ton of the books I love to read. He's also read some like John Carter and Mars from Edgar Rice Burroughs and Tarzan books, which I've read the first John Carter book, I believe. I can't remember if I read the second one too, but I know for sure I've read the first one. And that was a really interesting book. So it'd be really fun to have read all of the books that Austin has read as well. So that's all my BookBud choices for this tag, the BookBuds tag. So if I tagged you in this, feel free to do the tag if you want. If you don't, that's fine. If you're just watching this and you want to do this too, go for it. You know, this will be a lot of fun. So I think these kinds of things are fun. Book tags are fun. Yeah. So until next time, everybody, keep reading. Bye.